Hello, this is Deborah Hardman, co-owner of Hardman Enterprises, and today I'm going to share with you notes that Cricket Lot and Sue Yelvington O'Neill had done a class back in 2013 in July, and it was called Build Fast, and it was because there was a lady named Nicole from Canada who went executive in 12 days, silver in 21 days, gold in 47 days from the time she signed up. And these are notes that I literally took time to write down as I listened to it. And there's a lot of information detail, which is awesome. So here you go. You build two solid legs at a time. Build deep and only place people on 5 levels deep because you don't get paid lower than only because if you are placing people under other people and you're doing all the follow-up, you're getting at least paid for it. And you are responsible to do all that follow-up with those people. And then one thing that really was important is we're all a team and we work together to help each other, which is so true. Once you place somebody under somebody else, they should be working along with them. But if you're placing them under someone else, it's more, it is your responsibility. That's all I'm saying. That is one thing I've gotten to learn, and I hold true. I will take ownership and reign over anyone in my team if they come to me and ask for help. So you build one of their legs and they build their other leg, which I thought, oh, that's a really great idea. I was I was very intrigued with that. And you get them set up on the Essential Rewards, which is now called a subscription, and incentives to encourage them to get on and stay on your subscription if you're ordering your experience the amazing products. Obviously, I when I started, I literally forgotten and did not know about the subscription, but I was buying products every month. So I didn't get informed, but I didn't read the fine print or read further until other people told me, and I'm like, okay. So I like to off the bat tell them all the different options they have because it's their choice in the end. But I gotta tell you, if you are wanting chemical free and stuff, that is why we choose to do it that way. Now, if you are wanting to build as you're watching this and you're wanting to experience the products and change out the chemicals that you have in your house, $100 a month in PV, which is paid value. So most products have a equal PV to dollar amount, and those are the ones for subscription that you would. That's how that goes with subscription. But some like could be like 50 PV, and it could be $150. So it depends on the products. They found that once people get on a subscription, after about 3 months, the likelihood of them leaving is 2% because you're understanding, you're consuming, you're getting healthier. You're seeing the results, which it takes three at least months to start seeing results about anything you're doing food wise. And I'm always telling people that that's what they used to tell us in another a network marketing company, which Use Plus, which I thought was fantastic. That was a great analogy because the DNA, it takes that long to recognize and change out. When you hit the executive, you begin building the third leg, which I thought, yep, exactly. Sounds about right. Sorry about the fan. So, when you are placing people under other people and they are willing to start working with them, you're stacking them together personally. I like to, if I'm going to place somebody under somebody else, I like to personally and have the two of them interact, and so that they have the other team member has a responsibility to get to know that person I just gave them. Let me see, the enroller we call the enriched. It's the sign up, and the kit bonus is the person who receives the first 3 months of the person's in order. The sponsor is where they get placed, is the person who received the lifetime commission place person. And we always like to place them in the front row because um, if you're placing people in their front rows, it builds wider and a stronger structure. And people have their own, then they can work on themselves and their team. You can start helping them with a leg in their team, but the main thing is to build it wide for them, to help them. You have 5 days to move them where you need them. So if someone signs up today, July 1st, you have until July 5th to get them moved and place them wherever you want them. After that, it's a 30-day request in an email, which if someone needs to get moved, that person who got signed up has to personally email to resolutions@youngliving.com to request to be moved. Now, I I've been almost 14 years now with Young Living, which I just love. And I had a recent experience, which I never thought would happen, where I had a cousin get signed up and got placed somewhere else. And I know that within the 5 days, I had called Young Living and I'd already talked to gentlemen, didn't get the name. That is one thing I'm learning as going along. When I talk to somebody, I want to make sure I get their full name, timestamp the day and the time that I talked with them, so I have some type of a record. Something I never even realized after almost 14 years. I was like, okay, no problem. Um, I personally took the time to actually write out everything verbatim in detail, and I sent it to my cousin and I said, you have to send this off to Young Living as your own. And he did, because he knows me and he knows that I'm going to be there to help take care of him no matter what. If he calls me up, I'm there. So that is one thing I did learn personally, that you want to make sure you're always taking notes, because customer service or whoever else, we all make mistakes. It's okay. I just prayed and I asked God to help the situation, and He blessed me because I spent the time writing down verbatim exactly what happened, and they went through everything and realized you're right. So now, to start building and how you get to those levels and sharing with people, you start making a list of 100 names. That can be names like Joe or Rita or Craig. Otherwise, it can be like a massage therapist, a chiropractor, or what have you. But if you're intentionally building, you're going to want to make sure you write a list of 100 people that you're going to talk to right away. Now, usually I've always felt that if you're making that list, that you're going to get a small percentage that will sign up, but that's great, because that small percentage that's going to sign up, you're going to help partner with them and help them build. So it's not like you need like a dozen people. You only need a random, less than a handful to get started and to have passion, to get on classes, to go places with you, to build the excitement and to experience the oils. So that's anyway. When you start sharing and asking people, uh, when you see them around and asking them that if you can help, sometimes that might help your if you're open to trying them, show them how to apply. So basically, when I've been around people in sports activities and stuff, and I see somebody hurting and stuff, I'll say, "Oh my goodness, are you all right?" "No, I'm hurting and stuff." "Well, I have something you might that might help you. Are you open and willing to try it?" Most of the time, anybody who's hurting, why not? So what you do is you take your oil out and you apply it on yourself and show them how to do it. And then you hand it to them to let them take ownership of that product. So that way, they can apply it themselves and know, okay, I can do this too. And let me see. Oh, and then hosting classes. You can host it in your home, in your friends or your family's homes, in your place of work, lunchtime, a library, church, school. Um, I've done best on online classes. We've started building quite an online group of people that all they have to do is get in their pajamas or whatever they're wearing and sit at the table at their computer and stuff. They don't have the experience of the oils. Most of these are members or builders. But if, let's say, you're wanting to share something with them, you can send them one or two samples in the mail and stuff, and then have them join the class, and they can at least have one or two oils on them to open up and smell while they're enjoying the online class. So that is definitely an option because we do have oil samples you can purchase to do that. Let's see here. Oh, so there are two different special classes that they discussed. One's a foot bath and the other one's a facial. And I'll go through the foot bath one first. That you can do in a group, so you're sharing with a lot more people, like going to a farmer's market and setting up a booth and getting them out. Myself, when I've done it in the past, I have set out just the sample oils. They have no oils in them. It's just the smell or the fragrance of what they used to be in there, still in there. And they can smell, so that way, in case they walk off, it's an empty bottle, no big deal. But I like to keep my display very simple, like a random, like the everyday oils and stuff. A sign up sheet for, if they're wanting to learn more, they can write down their information. Sign up sheet's really more important for me because then I can do a follow up saying, okay, they're interested in more details because at a farmer's market or a craft show, it's quick. I mean, you don't have much time. You have like 30 seconds to talk to somebody top. So, but if they're interested in a class or hosting a class and having their friends and family around to do a foot bath or facial, then here we go. The foot bath is a capful of the Thieves Cleaner. Capful of the Thieves Cleaner. Now this is the large one. We have a smaller bottle also, but a capful of this, and a few drops of the Thieves Essential Oil. And the Thieves Essential Oil. My label's slipping off. They went from paper to literally on. So anyway, a couple of drops of Thieves Essential Oil. Put it a couple of marbles to have them roll around on their feet, and then you can use Himalayan bath salt. I don't have the description or the product for the Himalayan bath salt because I have yet to do this. But this is what I cook with. So I guess Himalayan pink sea salt. There you go. I have to do a couple of squirts of things, grades of that to the water. While they're soaking, you can talk with about 30 ways you poison yourself before breakfast. And it is astonishing feat. And we all have done it. And if you've not changed over your products. You definitely are still doing it, guaranteed. So then, and that is actually from 6:30 to 7:30. So they said it was about an hour. You soak and do the presentation of that stuff. And then you can talk about all the different products that you can use to alter what they are actually using. Now, while you're doing the foot soak, you can actually serve them the Ninja Red tea and a couple drop in a hot water and a couple drops of citrus oil. So since I'm a full-time traveler, I don't have a bottle of Ninja Red. I have the sachet packets. So, there'll be 2 ounces in one, or else I'll split it up and give 2 different people one of these. So, and then of course, amazing citrus oil, and we have a few of them. So you have the citrus fresh, which is actually a blend of different citrus oils. You have the grapefruit essential oil, citrus fruit. You have the lemon, you have the lime, you have orange, and tangerine. So you combine a couple of them at a time. Like, for example, if the person has anxiety, you can use Valor and lavender and put a couple of those. Okay, so you put the citrus, I'm sorry, backing up. So you put a couple drops of the citrus oils in, which is awesome. Then you take and dry their feet with the towel they bring. So they'll definitely want to bring a towel. Then they could choose either the V6 or the lavender lotion. And I do have those, but they're packed away, so I'm not going to get them out. And then you could show choices of the 2 everydays. This is where I get a little ahead of myself. Uh, and you could actually have them put something for anxiety, the Valor lavender on their feet, pain away, and peppermint, stress, peace and calming, and lavender, breathing, RC, and frankincense. So it's their choice. They can pick and choose. And then after that hour's been up, it's like 7:30 to 8:30. If you have the Zytoscan, it used to, but now I think there's more of a updated version too. And you can have them get scanned while they're still drinking their tea, Ninja Red tea, and enjoying the aroma of their feet smelling good. They can get scanned so that way they know exactly what their body is in need of. So when they get signed up as a member, they can also get their subscription, and that way it's a double dose of greatness for them. They can get their everyday oils plus the products that their body needs. And everyday oils, we use them everywhere in the house, and then the products can be personal intake of supplements or whatever their body is in need of. Then after they become a member, then you start doing the follow-ups and stuff, which is pretty darn simple. I've I always have, when I follow it up, has made sure they got their products and stuff, they're using their products. Plus, one of my big things, and I don't stress it enough, I believe, is getting them to a class. And then if they have somebody that they know of that would benefit them, they can invite them along to the class, whether it's in person or online. So those are all ideal options. And the key is being consistent. Um, and one of the big things we talked about was when you start building and stuff, that everybody in your group is trying to do 12 classes a month for the team, which means if we all have 12 big classes, we can invite other people to the different classes. Now, of course, if you do like little mini one-on-ones, like people at work at lunchtime, or you're walking in the park and you're talking to somebody, that's your own little mini, but that's okay. When you get to a bigger gathering and stuff, you can bring people along and stuff. That's awesome. If you're not able to bring somebody, no big deal. Just show up and at least help with setup or tear down, because that's always a benefit. It is always needed. You don't know how much work really goes into an event. A lot. In addition to each individual is having their own party. So that's pretty much it. So the 12 group classes every month bring somebody, and you just help for it to go smoothly. And I just now. Okay, so the facial alternative class to do is make sure you have the person bring 2 washcloths, 1 hand towel, and 1 bath towel, and a glass casserole dish with a glass lid. Find out what that's all about. Then you mix the Thieves household cleaner in a bowl of water and dip each person's washcloth in the bowl of water and then put it in the freezer. That sounds interesting, and I'm looking forward to trying that out. Then they'll wash their face with the Stray Thieves hand soap with no water. Is the Thieves hand soap. And usually I don't use water. I just pump and I'm good to go. Yes. And that's sanitation and its best. Okay. So then let me see here. Okay. And then put the hot water in the casserole dish and place the towel over the casserole dish to keep the steam in, and then have them steam their face. Oh, that sounds so delightful. Then afterwards, put the cold washcloth on their face. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Then spray a little bit of Clariderm on. Then apply the lavender lotion cream. My lavender lotion. It's somewhere. Even with the small spot, you can't always find things. Then you serve the Ninja Red tea during this one also. Have everyone memorize, I'm not here as an advocate to drain your bank account. I'm here to advocate for your health, which is so very important. We all need that. So pick the top 2 or 3 issues, and then in 3 months we will rescan to see what your body needs to work on next, which is very appropriate, and that's how often. So it really takes like 3 scans a year to really narrow down exactly what is going on. And then this doesn't mean you have to stop taking the supplements that are improving you. So usually when I started, I literally had a list of supplements, and then 4 months later, I had another list of supplements and I just added on top. It's almost like your health prescription, but it's in a positive way that's helping you peel back the onion and get down to the root and core that will help revive you, which you'll need for the next issue. And let's see what else was in here. Something else I really enjoyed was what motivates you once you achieve a goal. Everybody has something that will motivate them, legitimately. And it was great because it was funny before I got to that point listening to and taking notes, I all of a sudden realized what in the world it was that they were talking about. It's your personalities. Are you a person that loves tactile? Are you a person that loves having somebody do something for you? That's your love language. Receiving a gift is your presence, or announcing on a big billboard that you achieved a new level or you signed somebody else up. So what I really, it was enjoyable because I was writing down getting announced and recognized, or receiving a gift, or having someone do a special task for you, clean your house, or get you on a subscription to one of the wonderful I'm trying to remember what they were called. Apps, because we have wonderful apps that help you with your business and stuff, and we can order that up for you and get you started with that. Or do you like just straight cash in your hand, or a special product, or do you enjoy book learning and stuff? We could get you a book or something. So it was really cool, all the different ideas that people were coming up with that I literally would understand. Serious builders need to create your list of 100, without a doubt. So that way you're not bugging the same person over and over again. And then I guess there's a guy named Art Williams. I'm going to look him up. He always says, just do it. Like, I just finally realized recently that I've been wanting to put together a group of people monthly that are people who are serious about sharing and love the passion of oils, that cannot shut up about it. Those are people I like to talk to more. And I really wanted to get a group of us together. So I talked to my team partner, Cricket, and we're going to be doing monthly get-togethers, and we're going to be able to go over actual classes that Young Living people have put together that is talking about momentum of building your business, and or Robert Kiyosaki, or um, Richard Richard Bliss Brooks and stuff, different people that have been out there doing exactly what we've been wanting to do and how they did it. So that way we can have our own accountability group instead of just a one-on-one, because sometimes we just don't get that time to it and we slip away. So one of the things that I really enjoyed is when the scanner or whatever you use that will assist to help scan that person personally, put a price tag on it. Is it $35? Is it $25? Tell them, and they'll tell them you'll waive the fee when they become a member and get on their subscription. That's it. So that way it's a gift to them. And then, as I've always told people, as long as you're on the subscription, you get the free scan. I'm not going to argue with that because you're helping yourself get healthier. And then you continue promoting discounts to help others. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. So basically, like if you get a health club on board, or a church or something, and they're you could talk to other people about the church that you're going to and stuff, and then you're sending people to them, and they're going to send people to you. So it's kind of like one of those things. Mine I prefer is a holistic doctor, somebody who's doing everything natural, no prescriptions whatsoever. And the reason why is because everybody needs their services. Somebody's going to find out. And then take the little classes that you are doing and promote them on social media. Promote them everywhere. You never know who's ready to just say, "Oh my gosh, this sounds like something I've been really needing." And one of the things that really I think gets me the most is you have to have the desire to do it yourself. This is your own independent business. I have been doing this for a long time, at least 20 years doing network marketing. And it's nobody's fault but yourself on how far or how fast you're going to grow, how much you share from your heart, and what type of productivity you do. all relates to your paycheck. So if you're sitting around eating bonbons and stuff, it ain't gonna work. But if you're out there talking to people every day, or at least you're getting on the phone and finding out from your friends and family members how they're doing. 9 times out of 10, when I just call people just to find out how things are going with them. They might tell you something that's going on, and it might give you an opportunity to say something to them. Most of the time, I've gotten to realize they all know what's going on now because they watched my post, which is great because the more that you post on different events and stuff, the more likely they're bringing it up and say it instead of you, and takes the whole worry out of it. So the more you post about where you're doing your activities or the products that you're taking every day, like, oh my gosh, my ugh, my chewable Super C has um, helped me so much in my health that I don't crave orange juice like I used to. That's one of my things. I don't need it because I have this chewable Super Seed that I know is taking care of all my needs. So, hope this all helped you. And if you want more information about how to get started or get with actually the person that your upline and tell them that you're ready to get going, or if you've never done this and you're just finding out about this through a friend, get a hold of them and say, I want to get started. Um, but if you don't know anyone and you just stumbled across this video and you would like to work with me directly, my member number is 102-6680. But I would prefer if you go to hardmanenterprises.com, HARDMANENTERPRISES.com. And thank you so very much for taking the time to watch. It was a blessing to share with you.